move on to our next question. Both of you have proposed tax cuts. Governor Reeves, you've continued to advocate for abolishing the state's income tax. Commissioner Presley, you proposed to eliminate the state's tax on food and cut fees on car tags in half. We're going to go to Governor on this question. How do you plan to get this done? How do you plan to replace the revenue that would be lost?
Well, look, I've been a tax cutter as governor. I was a tax cutter as lieutenant governor. In fact, in 2016, we passed the largest tax cut in Mississippi history. In 2021, we passed an even bigger tax cut. Combined, we've cut taxes over $1.2 billion for the people of this state. I do believe that eliminating the income tax is the best public policy for the state. In fact, we have Texas to our west and Florida to our east. We have Tennessee to our north. And Mississippi is at a competitive disadvantage when it comes to growing our economy, when it comes to economic development, when it comes to growing our population, because we have an income tax. We tax work when these other states do not.
Commissioner, how would you replace that lost revenue under your scheme?
Let me say, I'm glad you used the word scheme, because Tate Reeves' tax plan is such a scheme, he couldn't even get it passed in a majority, supermajority, House and Senate made up of his own party. Look, I want to cut the sales tax on groceries. We have the highest sales tax on food of any state in the United States of America. If you go out tonight and buy feed for a hog or feed for a cow, you pay 0 sales tax to feed that hog or that cow. But if you want to feed your baby or you want to feed your family, you pay the highest sales tax in America. Now, Tate Reeves wants to talk about being such a tax cutter. Hey, he talks so tough, but he does so little. He's been in office for 12 long years. He could have passed those tax cuts. He could have gotten the sales tax off for groceries. He could have cut car tag fees in half. Instead, he wanted to funnel millions of dollars to his personal trainer and be involved in the state's largest public corruption scandal rather than getting money back to the people of Mississippi. I would make sure that we got the sales tax off of groceries, cut car tag fees in half, and saved working Mississippians money. He's had 12 years to get this done. He's done nothing.
Okay, Governor, rebuttal.
$1.2 billion in tax cuts in the last 6 years. $1.2 billion we've cut taxes. If you earn income, if you make a living, if you earn income and you make a living in this state, we've cut your taxes. You have more money in your pocket because of conservative leadership in the Mississippi legislature and in the governor's office. And if we were to turn Mississippi blue, we would never see another tax cut in the state of Mississippi.
Thank you, Governor.
Just a minute. Here's the fact. He's had 12 years. He can talk about whatever numbers he wants to use. Ladies and gentlemen, in Mississippi, you still pay the highest sales tax on groceries in America. Tate Reeves has had 12 years to do something about it. He's done nothing.
Next question.
If you don't mind, I would just like the people to understand, very quickly, of course, I'd like the people to understand that the very policies that have driven grocery prices up 19.6% since Joe Biden got elected president are the policies that Brandon Presley would like to enact. He talks about the grocery tax, which is 7%. Prices are up 19.7% because Brandon Presley and his solar panel buddies have tried to run the oil business out of America, and it's cost people at the grocery store. Bottom line.